Hello and welcome to Astrology Update, the transits in you with my psychic connection. I'm Squirrel and I am going to walk through the forecast of the coming week with you from Wednesday, March 1st to Tuesday, March 7th. Haha, I think I got it right. All right, before I get started, I just want to share something with y'all. This is very much like a weather forecast. You know, if you're watching the news and you see that it's going to rain outside, you want to make sure you bring your umbrella because not all the transits are going to be heavy on everybody. Some of us will, with our natal charts and how we exchange with energy, it's going to be quite different because it's going to affect our individual charts in a certain way. But with this, it's pretty much the energies that are surrounding us and how things may come off to you and how to be ready for those challenges, whether to walk away from them or meet them head on, and for the opportunities coming your way. Because if you're sitting inside reading a book, you don't notice it's raining outside. You're just happy with your book. So these energies are all around us and they do affect us, but best knowledge is being ready for them. Forewarned is forearmed. I almost said that backwards, y'all. All right. So we're going to get started with Wednesday, March 1st of 2023. So this month is off to a really good start with that beautiful Mercury in Aquarius conjunct in Saturn. Um, this is a good time to communicate with those in your life about their responsibilities as well as your own. Be clear and concise today. Don't let your emotions get away with you. Pisces can be a very emotional sign and energy. So that Saturn in Aquarius is the Pisces sun can affect that conjunct. My brain just scattered that conjunct with the Saturn and the Mercury. So all of that Pisces energy, that sun can cloud it with emotions. Be sure that you're thinking clearly, logically, and concisely. All right. So clarity of thought will be brilliant today. Focus on your tasks at hand and use this time to complete projects because Saturn is all about responsibilities and rules. So really harness that energy when it's in that concise placement. All right. We have until March 2nd to utilize this transit. So use that time today and a little bit of tomorrow to really be clear. So Venus is also conjunct with Jupiter in Aries. Now, this could mean a hot, steamy new romance or a new fling. Have fun and be adventurous. This is a beautiful conjunct. It could also affect other types of new relationships in your life as well. If it is a business partnership, hold off on signing any contracts until you're sure that the other parties are in it for the long haul. Because one of the things about Aries energy is it's great at beginnings, but then it sometimes peters out if it doesn't have anything to firm it up. We'll just pretend I didn't say it in that order. My brain just like totally went to the gutter. It's all that Venus in Aries. That's hot, y'all. So just be sure if it's a business partnership or even a relationship that we're in it for the long haul before we fully commit. Whether you're off for a party or you're working, resist distractions. This is a day to really fully live in the moment. Do what you're doing and don't let anything else pull you away from it. Great day to have fun. Seriously. And the duration for this particular aspect lasts until March 8th. So really focus on what you're doing for the next week and try not to be distracted, which will be pretty hard with that Pisces sun in effect. All right. So on to wait. before we go on to Thursday, let me remind you that we've got Journey Ryan live tonight at 10 p.m. Eastern. So you don't want to miss that show, and you can get any questions that you have about what we're talking here, how to utilize and harness this energy. You can always ask Journey Ryan about that because he understands this stuff. All right, you guys, we're going to move on to Thursday, March 2nd, 2023. So we've still got that Mercury Saturn conjunct in Aquarius, and today it is going to be on the exact same degree. They're so close, they're kissing. All right. So Venus and Jupiter are also at the same exact degree conjunct in Aries. This is powerful energy. The theme for today is focus. Focus on anything that you are passionate about and that you want to pursue. This is a great day to begin the process of achieving it. Aries energy gives you that drive to go for it, and that Aquarius energy gives the staying power and the clarity for most of the day. That's most of the day. So be ready to shift gears at about 5:52 p.m. Eastern when Mercury transits into Pisces. So this could either grind your forward energy to a halt with a dreamlike, spacey quality, or it could kick your genius into overdrive. So Mercury is still conjunct with Saturn by degree. They're still like right on top of each other on the charts and by degree in the sky, but it will be an out of element aspect. So what does that mean, right? That means this is a little bit more of a challenge. It could manifest as a need to fulfill responsibilities. I need to get this done. But you just catch yourself all of a sudden drifting away into la la land and having these daydreams that are pulling you out of focus. This could be brutal today. So, this is also a difficult time to convey your thoughts because Mercury is how we communicate. And communication with Mercury is sometimes hard to comprehend when it's in Pisces because it doesn't speak the same language that everybody else speaks. It's plugged directly into the universe. So be sure that you're still harnessing that Saturn energy that's going on with Aquarius to try to harness that and rein it in. Watch what you're saying. Now, today the sun in Pisces begins a square with Mars in Gemini. This could be very combative. Now, this is where I want to tell you, this is not prediction. Transits are power and knowledge to help you comprehend what's going on with around you and help you react with what's going on around you without flying off the handle. So use this information wisely. Be careful not to be combative. If you find yourself alienating the people around you because of the stuff that's coming out of your mouth, slow down and introduce some diplomacy into the situation. Remember to use your social filters, they're there for a reason. If you don't have any social filters, really, really, really like put some tape over your mouth because this could be really, really bad. It could lead to arguments with the people around you because that energy is in the air and it's going to be very strong. And we're just starting it out. This is going to go all the way until March 21st. So try not to get sucked into the drama, really, seriously. And if you're feeling restless, because that's a lot of mutable energy communicating with each other, that Pisces and that Gemini energy, physical activity can absolutely help. Even if it's just getting up and walking and pacing, you can slough some of that energy off. All right. I hope that helps. Please pay attention to that because even if you're not naturally combative, the the people around you might drive you nuts, and you might just snap and say something that you never would have said on any other day. Okay? So don't forget, Divine Love and Light with Destiny K is tonight at 7 p.m. Eastern. And if you are feeling some of that angst from today and that emotion, Destiny K is amazing for bringing it back a notch and making you feel safe. So come see her tonight, y'all. All right. And that brings us to, oh, wait, that's Thursday. I was being in Tuesday for some reason. So Thursday, we've got a heck of a lineup for you. I don't even know if I did. Wait, are we in Thursday? I'm so confused. Okay, you guys bear with me because I have a really tough concept with time. So tonight after Destiny K at 10 p.m. Eastern, we have Journey Ryan live, and then we have Cassidy the Card Slinger at 11 p.m. Eastern. And seriously, if you guys are feeling some of the drama from today, come hang out with all of them because they will help you understand what the heck is going on. Because this is a huge shift in gears, a huge shift in gears. And we're all going to be go, what? What just happened? Don't let it affect you and do not engage in the drama. All right. So now we can move on to Friday. I got to remember what day I'm talking about, y'all. I'm looking at the chart, but I'm just not. So this is March 3rd, 2023. I even got the year right, you guys. I get a cookie. So Mercury in Pisces is still in that out of element conjunct with Saturn, but it's not in the exact degree. It's starting to separate now. So you will feel some of that daydreaminess easing off, but you could still feel the effects of it today. If you find yourself getting frustrated with people not understanding you or not being able yourself to process what others are saying, again, slow it down. This is normal with Mercury and Pisces. Ideas might come out of the blue and they could be really, really unusual. And you'd be like, where did that come from? Do not try to introduce logic into these ideas. That's what that conjunct in Aquarius. Aquarius is like, we got to be logical here. There's got to be an explanation. Pisces is like, to hell with logic. I don't even know what that word is. It's not in my dictionary. So if these ideas come to you out of the blue, don't even hurt yourself with trying to logic them away. With Mercury's and Pisces, these are often downloads straight from the universe itself, and it will be challenging, really difficult not to say, this doesn't make sense. Don't try to make it make sense. If you let these ideas flow and you let these downloads happen without trying to understand them or make them make sense, this could be an amazing time for spiritual growth. Just go with the flow, go with the ideas, and don't try to make sense of them. Sense will come later, okay? Because this is freaking spiritual genius at its finest. Don't let it confuse you. All right, enough on that. The moon goes into Leo at 10:15 p.m. Eastern. AM, as you were. Day, night, doesn't matter, right? No, it's AM. So playful, creative energies will flow real easily for the next 2 days. Take your time to have some fun. Coupled with that lovely Pisces energy and Mercury and the sun, it is really, truly possible to find some true childlike wonder in the world today. When is the last time you stood there in awe at a sunset or just felt the magic around you that's around us every day? But when we do the adult thing, we forget to find it. This is the day for it, y'all. Have some fun. Um, Venus and Jupiter are still conjunct in Aries. Harness this energy to add to the fun of that Leo moon. That Aries energy is some of the most fun you can find, and that is just freaking beautiful. And remember, No matter what you're doing, working or playing, focus fully on the moment. But I do recommend fun today. Focus on it. Just do it. We do still have that square with the sun in Pisces and the moon in Gemini. And this could either add to aggressive behavior or non committal vibes. Remember to take time to communicate with respect and kindness. Think before the words come out of your mouth, as this square really does remove social filters. And it can cause some ignorance, okay? Knowing this is half the battle. Never ever use a square or a transit as an excuse to be mean. Use it as an excuse to pay attention to what's going on around you, and things will be much smoother. Please don't use it as an excuse to be mean, though I know most of you won't. All right. So that was Friday. Y'all, it's Friday. Oh, we get to have fun. I just told you guys, have some fun. We got Journey and Friends at 8 p.m. You want to talk about the funnest show out there? You guys want to have fun and have a party? You guys go to Journey and Friends at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. And oh, yeah, you'll be able to use that energy to the best of its ability. So we'll see you there, all right? Okay, that brings us to March 4th, 2023, Saturday. So all of the aspects and transits from Friday are still in play today. However, we do have the addition of Venus and Aries moving into a sextile with that Mars in Gemini. So this sextile will possibly soften some of that combativeness of the square between Mars and the Sun. Unless you have some strong fiery factors in your chart, it could add some fuel to the fire. So be aware of your chart. And if you do see anybody, including yourself, adding fuel to an already tense situation, I was going to say back down, but there are times when you can't back down. If you have been being attacked consistently by a group of people or the same person, this would be a really good time to say, I don't think so, and stand up for yourself. Just be sure not to let that Pisces emotion creep in. And sometimes the best way to deal with people who don't know when to stop attacking is to come back at them and say, I got this. Because I know a lot of us will stand back and say, no, 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 I'm not going to add the fuel to the fire. But if you've had your ass full and you're done, this is a good day to do it. Just try not to use any weapons and try not to be pig-headed about it. Use your logic, use your facts, and use what you know. All right? So this is a good day for it. So we do still need to be careful with our words and actions, even if we are going on the defensive or the offensive. Um, but the general atmosphere should be much more playful. The sextile will be in the transit until March 17th, and that will leave only 4 days of the square between the sun and Mars to go unchecked. And the reason that the sextile can actually work well for you is a sextile is an exchange of energy that flows naturally. It's a good natural, easy flow, and it takes away from the challenge of that square. And part of the challenge of that square could be standing up for yourself. Use that sextile to do that. All right, you guys, we've also been doing, Journey Ryan has been doing a tarot card of the day, and Destiny K has just started a show with angel numbers of the day. And you guys, We don't have any other shows tonight that are live, but this is a really great opportunity to go check out the card of the day and the angel numbers of the day, because they are fantabulous. And it's really kind of cool how they all kind of just work together hand in hand. It's really neat to see. So you guys be sure to be checking that out. All right. Now we're going to move on to Sunday, March 5th, 2023. So most of today will be the same as Saturday. Still a good time to stand up for yourself or to stop things going on that, I'm not going to put up with this anymore type of thing. So this will be the last day for that outer element conjunct between Percy? Who's Percy? Mercury in Pisces and Saturn in Aquarius. So without having the pressure from Saturn to apply logic to those universal downloads, we should be able to accept the spiritual upgrade more easily today. We won't have to have that need to say, no, this is the scientific viewpoint. Because honestly, science has not been able to catch up to the metaphysical yet. And once it does, sure, use the logic then, because it'll make sense. But right now, science hasn't caught up. Science doesn't understand what it is we do. So don't even try to mess it up with that. So at 10:38 Eastern PM, the moon goes into Virgo tonight. Now, this could be a difficult shift in gears from a Leo moon, but this happens once a month. We're all used to it by now, especially those of us who are a little bit long in the tooth. Um, it it could be a difficult shift in gears, but it should be really helpful dealing with the square between that Sun and Pisces and that Mercury and Gemini. Virgo has amazing analytical abilities and should jump into action to ensure that no damage is done by words or other people's actions or your own today. Now, be sure not to overanalyze, because sometimes you can be like, somebody could say something totally innocent to you, and Virgo could be like, what did she mean by that? Was it this? Was it that? Was it this? Was it that? Don't go there. Analyze with logic and that beautiful Virgo energy to say, you know what? That was an innocent remark. She didn't mean nothing by that. Let's just move on and let's not argue. All right. So that brings us to Monday, March 6th, 2023. So the Venus in Aries is still conjunct with uh Jupiter in Aries. That's a conjunct. They're right next to each other. There is also that sextile from Venus in Aries to Mars in Gemini. And I try to explain what all this means. Y'all let us know if I'm going too fast with these or not making sense, because I try to make as much sense as I can. So these are two aspects that we can use to bolster the ability of Venus to show love and joy, so that that square between Sun and Pisces to Mars and Gemini can be overshadowed by kindness, because that's two really positive aspects in transit today that harness Venus. And Venus is how we love, how we show our love, how we receive our love. And Venus in Aries can be such a beautiful thing. So use that energy today to spread joy and really mitigate all of that combativeness that is coming from that square, because that sextile is there between Venus and Mars, that we can pull it back a notch and say, hey, let's go for coffee and tell each other jokes and put it all behind us. All right. So that's a really beautiful thing. So that's for Monday. Now, we're still on Monday, but we got something special happening today. Y'all notice that I don't do those three outer planets, Uranus, Neptune, and Pluto, almost in Pisces. I very rarely do them. I'm one of those astrologers that I don't consider it an aspect unless it's got a very, very tight orb. It's got to be within 0 to 0.5 degrees for me. I'm very stingy with my orbs. My mind just went to the gutter again. I'm very stingy with my orbs on those three planets. But today, excuse me, at 8:30 a.m. Eastern, the sun in Pisces will have an exact sextile with Uranus and Taurus. This means life can have a magical sparkle to it today. You'll be keen to make changes and find inventive ways to implement new and healthy habits. Take full advantage of this magical time to improve your life. Oh my gosh, you'll have all day for this. This exact aspect will last all through the day. So be sure to be aware of your surroundings in order to see the beauty coming your way. Rare opportunity. Please don't miss it. And we will miss it if we are wrapped up in everyday mundane life. Take time to look up and say, what's going on around me? And with that Venus in Aries playfulness, this could be an incredibly beautiful day. Please, please have fun. And speaking of fun, you guys know Journey Ryan Live is on tonight at 10 p.m. And he is a hoot. I love, love, love the first time I heard him say, you're looking for a knight in shining armor, not an idiot wrapped in tinfoil. I almost fell out of my chair laughing. He brings joy and love and answers, real answers. So be sure to come see him tonight because he can help you out. And that brings us to the last day of our astrology update, the transits in you, Tuesday, March 7th, 2023. So at 7:40 a.m. Eastern, there will be a full moon in Virgo. Wow, this is such a good time to make lists because you know Virgo loves her lists of all the pros and cons with anything keeping you from forward movement. Analyze everything, and I mean analyze the heck out of it. Say, why do I like it? Why do I dislike it? Do I need it? How can I survive without it? Because we've got a lot of stuff in our lives right now that just no longer serve us. Why the heck are we hanging on? Analyze, use this moon magic to get rid of what no longer serves you and bring forward things that will give you growth. It's a really good time. Um, at 8:37 a.m. Eastern, Saturn moves into Pisces. So remember, we just had that Mercury and Saturn conjunct with Aquarius. Now we're just totally taking a shift in gears. So for the next 3 years, these two energies will be significant. The Saturn and the Pisces. Saturn is the planet that speaks to commitment, responsibility, limitations, and facing reality. Ooh, pure Pisces has a sign of peaceful, dreamy quality. It's not always all there. So these two energies are conflicting and it's hard to deal with. Pure Pisces has a peaceful, dreamy quality. If Pisces is unhealthy, it can tend toward escapism, avoidance of conflict, and lack of action. Those are the negative qualities. Healthy Pisces can manifest peaceful solutions, groundbreaking ideas, and they have an otherworldliness that is hard to describe. So Saturn's influence over Pisces can really appear harsh at first. It's a wake-up call, forcing us to open our eyes to reality, and it will limit our ability to escape. It'll be like holding us in place, like, no, look at what is going on in your life. No escaping for you right now. And this is going to go on for 3 years. So that sounds really horrible, doesn't it? But having such a long period of Saturn's influence here, we'll have a real opportunity to realign our thought patterns, dismiss elements of our lives that are obstacles or pure illusion and turn our dreams into reality. Saturn gives mutable Pisces the energy and the drive to face life and turn it in a direction that actually works for us. Okay? This can be, oh, such a beautiful force to work with, although it is bound to come with some growing pains. It's gonna hurt, but it's going to take the time. It's not going to all happen at once. It's going to be slow growth. But truly, truly pay attention to this, because this could be potentially phenomenal for all of us. So, spiritually, Saturn will also force us to take a deeper look into our beliefs and practices. We're going to start seeing a global awareness that looks at all the shallow fluff surrounding any of the practitioners, and realizing the community as a whole, the world as a whole, realizing who's pretending to know what they're talking about and who's really done the knowledge to, or the research to be able to share this knowledge. You'll see the effects of this mainly on the internet over the next 2-3 years, as those internet pop stars that read a book on astrology or tarot, wherever their expertise lies, their popularity is going to decline, and the real deal, the serious practitioners, are going to start to rise in popularity. This is good news. That means that you are going to be getting real information and not pop fluff. You're going to get the answers that you need, and not just get patted on the back and say it's okay, everything's going to be fine, because sometimes it's not. And if you haven't been given the answers that you need, and you're being told everything is fine, when you could have been told, wow, this is going on and you need to do something about this, which would you rather hear? The world is going to start figuring that out, y'all. And that's going to happen. It's going to be a slow process, but it will happen over the next 2-3 years. Now, I know this is a long transit. There's so much going on in the sky right now. I am so sorry, but I've got to give you guys everything. So the sun in Pisces will be conjunct Mercury in Pisces today. Ideas, plans, and decisions, oh my gosh, they will flow just bap, 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 bap. Use that energy from Saturn moving into Pisces to give all of this direction, because sometimes that can be overwhelming, especially, but what about this? But what about that? Because it's going to be coming in faster than you can process it. But that Saturn in Pisces can help you process it. Use that energy. Make yourself sit down and say, all right, I am going to focus this, and I am going to find a way to harness it, to move it all in one direction. This amazing aspect is going to last until March 19th. This will bring a fresh burst of optimism and festivity that can really help mitigate the harsh reality that Saturn and Pisces can bring. Work with both aspects together to move forward. So this is like, oh my gosh, this all this Pisces energy with that Saturn containment is truly the best of both worlds. So I'm still going. Venus in Aries is still conjunct Jupiter in Aries until March 18th, I believe. And then Venus in Aries is also still sextiled with Mars in Gemini. So there is still that square between Pisces Sun and the Mars in Gemini, with all the Pisces energy happening today, because that's a ton of Pisces energy, you guys. Try not to be indecisive or wishy-washy. Again, allow Saturn's influence to help you make strong decisions, and you will be fine. Don't forget, Destiny K, Divine Love and Light, comes on tonight live at 7 p.m. Eastern. So if you are having any trouble with difficult decisions, she's the girl to help you see what's going on in front of you. Because when we're all up in it, we can't always see, or we don't always want to see the harsh reality. So today is a good day to say what's really going on. And Destiny K is a girl to help you. So I hope that helped. Remember, this is not set in stone. It is the energy in the air today. Forewarned is forearmed. So how you react to this week and those squares and trines and things happening all over, you've got the knowledge. Now use it to your advantage, because challenges can be painful. But when you rise to those challenges, dang, it's good. So y'all, rise to the challenges in a kind and thoughtful way. I love y'all, and I will see you tomorrow with the new Astrology Today transits and you. Mwah! Bye.